welcome back. Today we have a bit of a bonus episode, kind of a pre-episode, I guess. So the Broke family rolled a random occurrence scenario to move house, and I was like, okay, great. I don't want them in that house anyways. There's way too many Sims in that trailer. Problem was, most of the other houses in this neighborhood just weren't really right for them. So I looked around and I saw this one with a soccer net. I knew Dustin was like my assigned sports hobby sim and hadn't even had a chance to do that yet. Excuse me. I had way too much rice and apparently it is not happy with me. So I picked out this house. It had 4 bedrooms, so that worked out just fine. I knew I needed to make it a lot cheaper, but I also wanted to make it fit them a little more. You saw in the beginning I started making it pink and white, and then I was like, alright, you're going way too much. So I just made it white just because the green didn't suit. I really love these fences. They're a conversion based on a Sims 1 fence. That was one of my favorite things from the Pets expansion. Honestly, that's one of my all-time favorite expansion packs for any Sims game ever, is the Sims 1 Pets. I don't know why. Well, no, I do know why. I love animals, and they did it so dang well, and then the whole New Orleans aesthetic just, it was perfect. Why couldn't they keep doing that? I don't know. Anyway, so the first thing that I wanted to do was cheapen up the kitchen. There was a lot of expensive appliances in here, expensive counters. The whole house was just kind of really expensive for them. And I knew they were going to have to take out a loan, aka use those little mortgage shrubs that I have. But I didn't want them to, take out a massive loan. I was thinking about $30,000 would be reasonable for them. Knowing that the kids are getting older, Dustin was going to be an adult soon. It would be okay for them to have that kind of debt, because I think they could pay it off pretty quickly, hopefully. But I didn't want to go any higher than that, so yeah. Most of this is just me making things cheaper. I also customized the rooms a little bit more. Normally I go into the family and I take their furniture, but a lot of their furniture was pretty wrecked, and speaking as someone who buys very cheap bookshelves because they're cheap and I'm cheap, they don't last moves. Those $20 bookshelves from Walmart will fall apart the first time you have to move them to another place. So I figured they had a lot of cheap furniture, kind of like that just, there was no way they were going to be able to move it. I'm also hoping by putting in my own furniture, any weird glitches that I've noticed in some of the other houses isn't really going to show up here. Because the one thing that I've kind of struggled with in this neighborhood is there's just a lot of weirdly placed things that were placed using cheats that sometimes they work and sometimes they don't, like trash cans in the bathroom, that kind of thing. So yeah, hoping that works out. I also changed the wood flooring to carpet because, again, they don't have a lot of money, and I don't think they would be able to afford a house with a really nice wood floor throughout. God, talking is hard today. I'm actually, it's weird to say, behind on my pre-recording, because I've been doing pretty good about recording videos a week out, because then I make sure that, everything's fine. But I don't know, I just went through a week where I didn't want to record anything, so I'm actually trying to get caught back up, and then I found out that I'm moving again to another state this time because my partner got a job offer. So yeah, I'm moving mid-November. I'm going to try to make sure that videos are all caught up before then, but yeah, that's happening. I just unpacked most of my stuff. Cool, I could have just left it. But it's fine. I'm actually really excited about the move. I've lived in the state that I'm moving to before, but not in this particular city, and I don't know, it's fun, weirdly, to be in a new city and to explore new things, and I know there's some nervousness, my partner's nervous. I'm a little nervous, but not in the same way. I have bad anxiety, but, things that should make me nervous, I'm just whatever. I went skydiving, I didn't even blink, but tell me to answer the door when I don't know who's knocking, no ma'am. No ma'am, that's not going to happen. It's very strange. It's very strange to have anxiety that's not normal. You can see I'm kind of using a pink palette here. I debated red for her, but because I know the room in the trailers was originally red, but it wasn't right. You can see I'm just kind of like using cheaper mirrors, using cheaper counters in the bathroom. I was making sure they had the cheapest toilets. I didn't change out the bathtubs. That's about the only thing I didn't change out, but yeah, I just wanted to make sure that the house was something that they could afford. I also got rid of all the closets because they are driving me nuts. Like, yes, they're very realistic, and I loved that initially, but they're in the way. Like, I don't know why they chose for those to not go down when walls go down. It's just really aggravating for them to be in the way all the time, so I removed them. It's like cool concept, but terrible execution on the part of the game. So, yep, out they went. This is where I'm kind of grabbing things out of the various rooms because I knew I was going to redecorate them anyways, and they had more expensive stuff than I was willing to put in them. So I'm putting in some cheaper lighting. I also just didn't like the lights that were in there. But yeah, that's basically what's going on with me. Nothing super fun and exciting besides, like I said, the move. Kind of sad this year that I didn't do more for Halloween. Because normally I try to do builds or cast things, like just something, but I have not had the time. I was originally planning on packing everything myself, but because my partner started their job early and is now basically during the week gone, I'm the only one packing. I'm the only one, and it's fine, but also this is a full house, and it got stressful, so I actually hired packers, which I feel very bad about in a way, but also it was a relief to be like, you know what, I'm just going to hire them, I'm going to let them pack, then I don't have to worry about furniture or like things getting broken, like they're just going to pack it all up. We're going to have friends put in the moving truck and everything, but having packers is just made everything so much easier for me. But they're not actually going to be here because I don't want to pack up my whole house while I'm still here, but yeah. That was one. I had to make a bunch of phone calls today, but that was one of them. And that was the harder one because I always feel lazy. Because I feel like in society in general, like it's ingrained in us to not be lazy, to do everything yourself, or at least it was in my, like, save money, be cheap, do all that, but like, sometimes it's just nice to be like, you know what? I am gonna pay the lazy tax, like when I lived in my apartment and I paid for groceries to be delivered because I didn't want to take things up the stairs. I called it my lazy tax because I'm like, you know what? It is worth it. It is worth $10 for me not to have to go up the stairs 8 times. Like, it's worth it. Sorry. I don't know, I think as a whole, society needs to get a little bit better about just letting yourself not do the things you don't want to do. Anyway, so the sports room is going to be Dustin's. He seems like a kid who would like basketball, but also sports is his hobby, so whether he wants it to be or not. This room I plan on being Skipper's room. I know she's still a toddler, so I'll put all this furniture into Brandy's inventory when I play, but I just wanted to have everything ready so I didn't have to, like, make over her room in the moment kind of thing. I just wanted to have a bedroom all ready to go. As you can see, I'm not putting a lot of things in the bedroom at all. Like, I'm just not putting a lot of things in there because I know that they're the broke family and they are broke, so I just didn't want to put too much in there. This room is going to be Beau's room. Probably would have made more sense to put Skipper down here, but I put her in the one room because it was already kind of feminine coded, and I was like, alright, we'll put her over there. I don't think Beau would mind being right next to his mom anyways. Did I give Dustin a desk? Maybe I did, I don't know. I remember thinking that I wasn't going to. Yeah, I did not, because he's going to be an adult soon, so, yeah. I can't remember if it's going to be this episode or the next one for them. I was really sad. I had a bug poster, and I don't know where it is, so I had to use other things, but that's what I was looking for. I was just like, bug poster, where are you? We need you. I'm sure it's there, and I just didn't know where it was, because that's his whole thing, is hunting bugs. But yeah, we're pretty much done, so thank you guys so much for joining me. If you did like this video, definitely give it a like, and I will see you in the next one. I just lied. Oh my gosh, I forgot this is 12 minutes. You did not hear that, because I'm not editing this, because this is a full stream of consciousness. Oh, I'm a trash goblin. My partner actually listened to one of my videos the other day, because he was interested in the trip build videos that I did. And he's like, do you just babble constantly? And I'm like, yes, that's essentially they are. And he's like, you can hear a lot of background noise. And I'm like, I know. And like, that's kind of a thing that he knows very well. And he's like, do you want me to get you a better microphone? I'm like, no, it's fine. I don't mind being a trash fire. This is who I am, and I accept this. This is what this channel is. You are not here because of high quality editing or cool super duper effects or anything. You're here because I'm chaotic. That's what I tell myself, and I'm sticking to it. So you can see I just put the little shower in there. Like, I was not gonna mess with it too much. I'm just like, whatever. Put one of the cheaper beds. You saw briefly I thought about doing red again, and I'm like, no, let's just pink. Pink. Brandy gets a pink room, and she'd better like it. I can't believe it. Originally I was going to make this video 10 minutes long, which is why I thought it was, but then I was like, wrong. I love those lamps, but I hate when you set them down that you suddenly can't grab them anymore. It's somewhat annoying. Let's see, I can see him realizing I messed up on the wallpapers a little bit. Not bad, but I thought that I'd fixed them. I'm just going to go through and fix them. Sorry, the cat just clawed the crap out of me and I don't want to scream. Okay, so now we're pretty much done. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Like I said, if you did enjoy this video, definitely give it a like, comment down below if you feel like it, and I will see you in the next one.